it's your boy Deuce Speaks,
It's your boy Jason Alexander.
and we are the Clearly Confused podcast where we are unscripted, unfiltered, and probably off topic. Jason, what's happening with you, boss?
Hey, ain't nothing at all, man. Just chilling, man. Living in this crazy world that we got going on right now. Just out here, just trying to make it, man. You already know.
Man, that is all we can do, and definitely a crazy world we live in, man. It's just, it's always just something new, man. Every day, man. There's a lot
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
Definitely a lot going on, but how's your week been so far, man? We're recording on a Thursday for everybody
Uh,
listening. So we Friday even it. So how you feeling heading going into the Friday, man? How's your mentals?
I am ready for tomorrow. I'm ready for this week to be over with.
Hmm.
Just ready to throw this one away and start all brand new again next week, man. Ready for the weekend to get here. I know you excited. You're going to be at the race, right?
Yeah, I'm going to race Saturday, man. I'm
Yeah,
definitely looking
yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the highlights of my weekend. I think we're going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and check out some of the race there and hanging out with family on Sunday for a birthday party. So, I'm just looking forward to getting to the weekend, man. It's been a long ass week, man. I'm just ready to get
Hmm.
on, ready to get on, ready to get on to some new shit.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. My week's been Let me see. Well, actually, you know what? Where did you give a rating?
Oh no, my rating is 7.5 right now.
7.5. Okay.
7.5 would have been a little bit better, but I had a bullshit ass day at work today, and I just hate dealing with bullshit, and that just kind of dropped it down a little bit. But it'll be all right, man. It is what it is. Sometimes you just
Roll
gotta,
with the punches.
yeah, just gotta roll with the punches, man. Push through, man, and that's what I'm gonna have to do on this one. So, you know, I'm just ready
Yeah.
to get this week over with, man. Fuck this week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm laughing, not laughing at you, but I'm
No,
laughing
I
because I
know.
know them
Hey,
feelings,
I'm
man.
laughing with you.
I know them weeks, man. You like, yo, just throw this shit away.
Yeah,
Like, this
man.
needs to just be done. I haven't had a bad week. Had a pretty decent week. You know, rejuvenated stuff like that. Nothing
Mhm.
too crazy.
Right.
I got a pretty good load right now at work, to where it's not too heavy, not too light. So it's like a good little balance. But I did come across a gentleman during my travels this week, man, and
Mhm.
he made me think about something because I know he used to work at this shop that I knew that was like really, really high pace. Just always go, 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 go. And then
Yeah.
now he's at a place where it's like nobody has like a lot of drive going on. Nobody has a sense of urgency. So he's just like, he's like, I'm conflicted. Like, yeah, I get this peace, I get to chill and stuff. But he's like, then I'm not being challenged. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm used
Mm.
to all this fast pacedness. And I started thinking about that, like just comparing my last job to my job now. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I get the moments too, like, man, I need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But then it's like, shit, I like to chill too, man. Like, if I can get like a mental break going, you know what I'm saying? To where my
Yeah.
job isn't just killing me mentally. I mean, so it's hard, man. It's hard. So I'm one of them people that always feel like I got to be doing something too. So
Okay. All right.
yeah, it makes it hard. But I just started thinking about it because I'm like, man, would you want a job where you just always constantly just going 100% all day long, or you want a job that's like, yeah, you're gonna get paid about the same, but you don't have to do as much work. It's not as challenging, but it's like some people find that challenge rewarding. Like me, I
Yeah.
look, you know what I'm saying? I find it rewarding. Now sometimes I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, but at the end of the day, I just like to be challenged. But
I
nah, I
hear
was
you,
thinking
man.
about that this week. But let me see. I put myself, I'd say like a 8.1.
Okay.
Um, like I said, it's just a regular week, man.
Yeah.
Regular week. Definitely a good start to it. Like I said, I always typically try to go hard early in the week just so I can kind of lay loose a
Mhm.
little bit towards the end of the week. But yeah, 8.1, man. Everything's been good.
Good
Family's
deal.
good.
Right.
My kids went back to school. I know you ain't got to worry about that no more, but
Now, just the grandkid. We
yeah,
had,
just grandkids.
yeah, the grandkid went. He started back, so we had that going on, and definitely good to see the good. Definitely good to see him going back to school and seeing that he's enjoying starting middle school. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, yeah. So far so good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, my kids today was their first day officially back. So it
Okay.
was good, man. Get my mornings. Like I get a little gap in the mornings where it's just me, get peace, it's quiet. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow too because Fridays, man, I'm always working at home. So
Okay.
Fridays, dog, it's just like I told my wife, I'm like, man, I love Fridays. Just me and the dog, we chilling.
Yeah. You
I
say
ain't got
you're
much
gonna know
work.
how to act tomorrow.
Yeah, oh man, it's the first time in a while too, man. I'm like, shit, hell yes. I mean, I normally do bike rides and everything on Fridays, man, because I'm like, this is my time right here.
I hear
Before
you.
everybody gets off school and work, I'm chilling.
Right.
But yeah, no, man, it's a good week. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I was talking to Don. I needed a reminder of who I was cheering for this weekend at the race. Because he was like, he's like, don't expect too much from Bubba. Bubba's,
Right.
he's already punched his ticket, so he ain't gonna be doing nothing crazy.
Right. Right. And
Uh,
Richmond's not one of his better tracks, so
really?
right, he's probably
Mm,
just gonna go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's short
Why
track
not?
racing, so you might get to watch a fight at the end with a couple of them in there who are a little bit aggressive this year.
Mm-hmm.
So short track racing always makes for short tempers, so you might get to see a fight at the end of the race.
No, I like it.
So
I'm
when
going
it's
for
over, man,
my.
stick around a little bit at the end, and if you see some bumping and whatnot going on during the race, stick around. You might see some fisticuffs
Oh, I
in
like
pit
that.
road.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
like
man.
I like some
Yeah,
combat. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
going
And it's
for what's
intense
my
right
dude's
now.
name? Tyler Reddick. Is that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm going for. That's my
Okay.
dog, man. I've just seen he's had some cold ass whips that I like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I like his guy's style.
Yeah, he got a nice little McDonald's ride this week.
Does he?
Yeah, real colorful design on there. It looked pretty neat. Bubba had the pink one last week. Tyler
Mm.
Reddick got the blue one this week.
No, nice. They on the same team, right?
Yep, sure enough.
That's dope. That's dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. It'll be a good time, man. It's gonna be one on one though. It's like because I gotta go out of town and I'm coming back Sunday, and then I'll go right back out of town for work Monday. So it's like ain't gonna be no breaks.
Yeah,
But I
yeah, yeah.
still gonna make the best out of it.
Oh yeah.
It ain't
Oh
too
yeah. It'd be a
far.
good time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, see, let's get into it, man. We got some good topics for y'all today.
Mhm.
I guess we're moving back a little bit political on this episode, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We go with what the world tells us to go with, and
yeah. Some things just can't be avoided.
yeah, the world is yelling pretty loud. I ain't even gonna say the world. Our country is yelling pretty loud on these two topics that we are going to discuss. Uh,
Hmm.
so just so y'all know, we will be hitting on this unfortunate Kim Davis trying to get same-sex marriage overturned, and we're going to be talking about our president Donald Trump federalizing the D.C. police. So let's jump into the first one, man. We got our girl Kim Davis. For those who don't remember her, when they were pushing through everything for same-sex marriage back in 2015, she wasn't trying to give same-sex marriage licenses out.
Hmm.
Let me see. How much did she? I'm trying to figure. I can't remember how many she turned away. I don't
Yeah,
remember exactly how much it
don't remember
was, but
offhand. Yeah, I remember. I remember she got sued by one of them, by
oh
one of the
yeah,
couples
she kept
sometime.
denying them,
Yeah.
saying for her own. Which I'm like, nigga, you know you work at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this ain't no personal shit. You are an employee. You gonna do whatever the hell you need to be doing. It ain't got
Hmm.
nothing. Whether you agree with it or not, you getting paid to do it. So I was so confused when that happened.
Right.
So with that, she was held in contempt. She got jailed for 6 days, and she had to pay all these legal fees and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It says a law wasn't enacted in Kentucky removing county clerks' names from marriage licenses to avoid future conflict. So I guess the whole thing is she didn't want her name to go on the marriage license for a same-sex marriage because she felt like it wasn't right,
Right.
which is crazy.
Crazy.
So now she just came back and filed a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn. It's called the. I'm not even. I'm gonna jack his name up.
Ogrefell?
Yeah,
Ogrefell?
I'm gonna
Oh,
let you
is
see.
it
Yeah,
Ogrefell? I think it's
yeah.
Ogrefell.
That versus Hodges, the
Yeah,
2015 ruling to guarantee the same-sex marriage across the U.S. So she did file a petition. I thought it was like a group of people or something, but it's just pretty much her. Now you know you're gonna get a bunch of people in support, which people obviously have already come out in support of it. What
absolutely.
it's just nonsense to me. I did see a recent poll, just doing some research on this, that 70% of Americans are in support of same-sex marriage.
Okay.
Which is crazy to me. I'm like, it's 2025, and I guess I get it. You know, some people are just they have those strong religious beliefs. I don't want to knock anybody's belief systems or anything, so I get why you
Mhm.
stay committed and dedicated to your belief systems. I ain't gonna dog anybody, but
Right.
I just feel like, man, we're in 2025. Like, why are we still even talking about this? Why is this even a thing anymore? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm right there with you. I really don't, I really don't get it. To me, it's just blatant homophobia.
Yeah,
They can say, it's religious or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just folks who disagree with that kind of lifestyle. And
yeah,
anything they can do to punish people with that lifestyle, they're going to do it, and they're going to do it enthusiastically. And it goes to like what you said, man. It's 2025, man. At some point you like think we move past it, but when we
for
look at a
real.
lot
Like,
of things that are going on, we're going backwards. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
We're not moving forward. We're not progressing forward. We're moving backwards. So I really
It
don't know what's going to come of this, but looking at what the Supreme Court has done, looking at what they've given us so far in this new climate that we live in now, I fully expect the Supreme Court to overturn it. And that's just where I'm sitting. And I don't want them to because I feel like once they open that door with same sex marriages, that door is going to be open to go after interracial marriages.
You
And
didn't see Clarence Thomas had already came out a while ago when Trump first won the nomination for the presidency. He came out a while back saying that he was trying to overturn interracial marriage. Like what?
did he really?
Why? Yes, look it up. I couldn't even believe it.
Man, how, how,
It's crazy.
how can we as black people have somebody like Clarence Thomas elevate to the level that he's at and he be such a piece of shit? You know what I'm saying?
It happens, man.
That's the theme of our show, man. We seem like we're always talking about pieces of shit. And I'm trying to figure out how this man got to where he's at by being a piece of shit. How you gonna be
Mhm.
against interracial marriages when your wife is white? As white as the walls here in my room, man. It don't make no sense. Don't make no sense at all. But
People are crazy, man.
yeah, man.
Um, this was nuts. It came out of nowhere. That's why this was caught me off guard. It came out of nowhere, and then I saw the name. I'm like, oh my god. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
here we go again.
yeah.
Where's
I
she
did
at?
the same shit. I was like, really? And then, like you said, I saw it was Kim Davis, and I was like, I shouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah, I was like,
Shouldn't even be surprised.
yeah. Where's Rowan County at in Kentucky?
Moorhead,
Moorhead. Okay.
yep,
Wow,
that's Moorhead, Kentucky.
that's crazy, dog.
Yeah,
Like what to me, what I try to sit here and think about when I first heard about it, I was like what happened that just made her say, you know what? All of a sudden, I want to go ahead and try to get this overturned. Like, did she see some gay people kissing or something like that? Like,
I don't know, man. It's got to be something, man, because Moorhead is
what
not that
triggered her?
big. Yeah, Moorhead is not that big. There can't be that many gay people up there to where
Nah.
she's physically bothered by what she
Mm-hmm.
sees or whatever she's got going on up there. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. And when you look at how many times she's been married, it's like, you know, what makes you the expert on what marriage should be? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've been married 3 times, so I wouldn't expect many people to come to me for marriage advice because they're gonna say, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
you've been married 3 times, so what the fuck do you know?" Now, granted, my last marriage has lasted 20 something years, and we're still going strong. And the only thing that's gonna kill us is death. But fact remains is, folks go. If I was gonna run for political office, folks would say, "Well, shit, he's been married 3 times. Fucks he
Yeah.
know."
Oh yeah. That come well. I mean, look at our president too, man. He done had a bunch of wives, so
Yeah, but he's exempt from everything. It
yeah,
don't matter
he's
what the fuck
exempt.
he
Yeah,
does.
that's true. But I did think that was funny that because she was, hooting and hollering that she believes in traditional marriage, and that's why she didn't want the gay marriage to begin with. And I'm like, damn, you and your fourth husband, you don't know
Fourth.
what traditional marriage is. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? Clearly, you don't. You such a Christian woman. You know what I'm saying? Why are you getting divorced? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why?
Right.
And not only once, you got divorced multiple times.
Right.
So it's that's why I kind of get angry. Not I'm not going to pick on Christians or anything, but I get angry at some of these religious groups when it comes to stuff like this. Don't hoot and holler and beat your chest when you're not fully living the life that you supposed to be living that you
Hmm.
claim that that's where your beliefs are coming and that's why you want to change this stuff, but you're not even fully living it. So it's
No.
like, especially in the one thing you talking about, you can't talk about marriage and then you've been divorced and stuff, and they're gonna say that that ain't traditional marriage, that ain't real. It's just it's absurd, and it's just the first word that came to my head was tomfoolery. Some old
Yeah.
Kentucky shit, some tomfoolery right there,
Yeah,
boy.
man. Oh man, it's funny because we say tomfoolery at work all the time, man. That's
Dude,
what yeah, shoot, yeah. Somebody be goofing off. Somebody be like, "Man, stop that tomfoolery.
you
Stop
know
all
what's
that."
funny? I've said it out here before, and people, like, what the hell is that? I was
Is
like, I
it a
gotta hear some
Kentucky word?
Kentucky shit. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Some Kentucky or some further south shit, but in Virginia they act like they ain't never heard no tomfoolery. I remember
Oh no, no. I
my
hear that
older
at least.
cousin used to say it.
I hear it at least 3 times a week, at least.
Oh man, that was literally the first word that came. It's some tomfoolery, girl. But nah, man, it's just I don't know. It's kind of disgusting, man. I don't like when anybody tries to put their religious beliefs on an entire group.
Mm-hmm.
This is we're not a religious country, right? As much as we want to advertise that we became a country to escape that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are a nation of many people. We're many religions, many different ethnicities, different sexualities. Like that's what made America great. What made it what it is. Why we're such respected.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were such respected country and stuff because we valued outside. We valued different and making that unitedness. But
Yeah.
it's gone now, man. But now stuff like this just lets you know that there's still a lot of ignorant people out there in the world. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and we live with still just a lot. We're all hypocrites at the end of the day, but it's
Oh
just
yeah.
I honestly just could not believe that this came back uh, into the spotlight after all this time too. I forgot all about the lady, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And truthfully, I, I say I was surprised. I said I was surprised, I guess, when I found out that this was going to be on the table. But at the same
Mm,
time, if I'm not mistaken, this is all part of Project 2025 anyway. So either way it goes, whether she brought it up or not, I feel like it's something that was going to be brought back to the table at some point. And all that does is make me feel bad for all the LGBTQ folks that I know,
mm-hmm.
especially the ones that are married. Because I've already seen some of the ones that I know that are married on Facebook saying, y'all care more about pedophiles than y'all do, or y'all care more
For
about
real.
gay folks than y'all do about pedophiles. You got folks up here that will happily say, yeah, overturn those marriages and whatnot, but they won't say anything else about the rampant pedophilia that's going on in this country right now. And
Mm-hmm.
things like that are things that piss me off. It just make me wonder what the hell's going on in people's minds because it goes back to what we said in one of our earlier episodes. Why are we so concerned with other people do in their home? You
I
know,
don't get it,
in their
especially if it's
home, in
not
their bedroom.
affecting you.
No, no, it's not. It's not affecting nobody. So I don't understand. If you don't like gay, if you think that the act of gays is just something you can't tolerate, I mean that's fine. Well, I say it's fine, but what the point I'm trying to make is that we still have to respect these people at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you
Mm-hmm.
agree or disagree with what they do and what they don't do. They have a right to have the same life that we have. And there
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be anything that restricts that. And I'm always going to feel that way. I'm always going to feel that we should not be worried about what other people do in their bedrooms.
I
And
just
and that to this day, that's what we're worried about. And I just don't get it, man. I never will get it. If
I
they ain't
don't
hurting
either.
nobody, I just don't care.
I don't like it either. And it makes me think just like about with everything in life, we got options for a reason because people want something different. We don't all like the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
get options with everything. You got options on jobs, you got options on what you drive, what computer you use, what phone you use, it's your preference of what you like. And if it ain't hurting nobody, who cares? I don't like pineapples on my pizza. That don't mean we should ban that shit because I don't like it and I
Right.
think it's an abomination. But you know,
That
it is what it is. But it's just I don't know. Some people just get so caught up
Mhm.
in it to where it blows my mind. And like I said, I hate to pick on any groups. I'll just say it's always I see it. I'm not gonna say always, but I always see a lot of religious folks that do this. That because they're so deeply rooted in whatever they believe in, it has to apply to everybody. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it doesn't. It don't need to apply to
Mm-hmm.
everybody because what you're doing ain't for everybody, clearly, because otherwise everybody would believe in it, be in it, whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's different religions and stuff for a reason because everybody don't believe the same thing.
No.
There's shoot sex in the religions because people can't agree on what the religion is. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they got their own interpretation and how they do things. So we can't even agree on what the religion is, but everybody's got to follow your rules. Like it makes zero sense to me, man. It just
Uh,
had it always makes zero sense to me. So I never understood why people would put their religious beliefs on something that's going to govern everybody that may or may not follow that. Now I understand you want to vote that way. Sure, go ahead. You want to vote for what's in your best interest, like abortion or something like that. I completely understand people are like, I'm voting for this because I don't agree with abortion, whatever. Hey, that is your right, and that's how you should vote. You vote for what's important to you, and then if it don't win or whatever, you move on. It is what it is.
yeah.
You always gotta take that L, man.
Yeah.
With anything, whether you like it or not. I hated that Trump got the presidency, but hey, I said it. I wanted him to do good because that's going to make us do good. You know what I'm saying? I want no bad for him, but you got to get some shit in order. We'll get on him here in a minute, but yeah, it's just the person I voted for didn't win. It is what it is. I ain't sad. Didn't hurt my feelings or nothing like that. But like, that's what we got. It's what we are gonna have to deal with. Let's hope for the best for it. Let's hope some shit actually changes. But I don't know. It's just some of these things, man. It's just I think about it. It's 2025, and I think about our conversation last week with generations and stuff like that. And it's like through
Mhm.
these generations, some shit just does not change. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm.
Some shit does not change. Like I don't know. It's so crazy that we're in this new millennia that we still talking about gay people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It's just I don't know. And it's for them getting married. It ain't like um I'm not gonna say I understand people with the trans issues and stuff like that, but I understand people like, hey, I may not want, I don't want my kids being able to do stuff without my permission and things like that. But nah, something like this is
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's overreach, a
it
big time
is.
overreach,
It
and
is.
hopefully the Supreme Court upholds it. I'm hoping they shock the shit out of me and surprise me and uphold it. But I truly, honestly expect the Supreme Court to overturn it, and uh, what happens after that remains to be seen, man. But
Yeah,
I,
I don't think anything will change. One, mainly because I see that it's just her that filed the petition. Like it ain't some big group or nothing like that. It's just a disgruntled worker that
yeah, true,
wants to
true.
do it. So I don't think it'll have much motion with it. You can't overturn abortion rights and gay marriage all at one time. It'd be some crazy shit going on in this country. You want to talk about some riots and shit like that? Hell nah, boy.
I mean, they basically already done it to abortion. So I mean, what's to stop them with gay marriages?
I guess that is true. I guess it. Yeah, you know what? Nothing shocks me no more.
You know what I'm
Anything,
saying?
anything could happen, man.
Anything.
Anything could happen.
And I'd be more
Uh,
shocked if they did what I wanted them to do.
yeah, you'd be like, damn, they did the right thing. Shit.
Yeah, that was shocked the shit out of me. So
Hell yeah.
but I
Yes.
mean, I'm here for it. Like I said, I'm hoping they surprise me. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yep.
will see.
But now, man, let's see. Let's move on, man. To whew, this was a big one.
Ah, yeah,
Trump
and
came out.
probably only gonna get bigger.
Yeah, this has a lot of scary indications to it, man. On what it could lead to. So I had to look this up a little bit too. So President Trump invoked Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act of 1973. One, I want to know who did all this deep diving to find this act to begin with, man. He got
Right.
people scrubbing shit to
Ah,
find
yeah.
loopholes, man. It's crazy.
Ah, yeah.
Um, it's a
Which lets you know it
rarely,
ain't coming from him.
yeah. Oh hell, now come on now. Um, it's a rarely used provision that grants the president the authority to take control of the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under specific circumstances, and it's meant for emergencies requiring federal use of the local police force. Obviously, because it's Washington D.C., something happens on the federal level, they may need the local police to help out. You know what I mean? Which
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand. You know why you would have act like that, but I don't see in which a lot of the pushback is what kind of, what does it say, emergency is there that would require this act? And pretty much all I'm hearing is it's dirty, it's violent. We'll get into that part of it. I think there was like two things that came up where people got hurt, stuff like that. And I'm like, let's look at the real reason why these people got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One is lunatics, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of political inspiration to those,
Oh
Mr.
yeah.
President. Um, but it's just crazy to me. Think it was crazy. When I saw that, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Where did that come from?" That was another one that just came out of nowhere, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"What the
that really
hell?"
did. Yeah.
So yeah, as of right now, he's got let me see, he's got the Metro Police under federal control. He's deployed 800 National Guard troops,
Mm-hmm.
hundreds of federal agents from agencies like the DEA, FBI, and U.S. Marshals to patrol the city. And keep in mind, people, this does cost money. And when I say it costs money, it costs our money because that's tax dollars is paying for all these organizations. National Guard, that's gonna be state. So your state tax money's going to it. Your federal
Mm-hmm.
tax money's going to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
So I looked up the Home Rule Act. It limits the federal control to a maximum of 30 days
Mm-hmm.
unless extended by Congress through a joint resolution. It also requires the president to notify congressional leadership within 48 hours of invoking the takeover, so he gave them a heads up. And he has expressed intent to seek a longer term extension to be able to control the police. He can't renew it himself.
Okay.
After that 30 days, again, he has to get Congress approval. And unless they approve an extension, it'll automatically expire, which, we know he got Congress in his pocket.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of. I was trying to look up some of the legal stuff. It gets real deep, and I even listened to the mayor of DC talk about it, and it does sound like a mess because it's not something that got pulled out before, and it's like somebody went digging, found, hey, use this act right here,
Yeah.
uh, and now everybody's trying to figure out what the hell this act is. You know what I'm saying? Get some
Mm-hmm.
context on it. So everybody's kind of scrambling on both sides. How they gonna force it? How are they not? But yeah, that's where we're at now in regards to that. So, how do you feel about this federalizing the police out there in DC?
So, man, when I heard this, the first thing I thought was this is going to be a soft launch of martial law, which is one of
Mm-hmm.
the things they wanted to implement. Because anyone who's paying attention, anyone who can read and has been following all this knows that the Department of Justice, our very own Department of Justice, said crime is down, violent crime is down
Mm-hmm.
30% in
I'll go
Washington,
over some
D.C.
number. I'm gonna go over some numbers too
Oh yeah.
when you wrap up for
Oh
sure.
yeah. So if crime is down, violent crime is down 30%, what is the reasoning behind bringing in not just the National Guard, but like you said, the FBI, the DEA, uh, uh, whoever else they got going on in there, local police. I mean, putting all these people in Washington D.C. to concentrate on what is largely not anywhere closely or remotely close to what is really going on.
Mm-hmm.
All that's doing is taking away from what they really should be doing. If you're in the DEA, and there's layers to this, but if you're in the DEA, your job is to stop the influx of drugs into the United States of America.
Yep.
Now, if you take these guys who are supposed to be monitoring cartels and mobs and all these other folks bringing in drugs all through America, we're supposed to be worried about fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? That's all we kept hearing is fentanyl's killing
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Coming in
Well,
from Mexico, they're killing
coming
everybody.
in, coming in from Mexico and killing everybody. And I'm gonna get to Mexico in a second too. But so we got all this going on, but it's important that we pull the DEA agents off of what they're doing to patrol the streets of Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a situation where they're going out and looking for drug dealers in Washington, D.C.
They're not even looking for drugs at all.
They're just patrolling the streets. They're walking
Mm-hmm.
up and down the streets, and this is where our tax dollars is going to. And this is the DEA, FBI as well. And I think one common theme that we have noticed with this administration is the more that they can pull away resources from one aspect. For example, pulling away the resources of the DEA and having them patrol the streets of Washington D.C. Like I said, is pulling them away from what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's a
So
real crime.
if you look at things that have happened here in the last couple of weeks, as far when you talk about like Mexican cartel members, they have been released into the United States, and folks can look this up. They have been released into the United States in the last couple of weeks. So if we have cartel members being released, Mexican cartel members that have been kicked out of Mexico and brought to America, while the DEA is patrolling the streets of Washington, D.C., seem like that'd be a perfect time for me to set up my operation in the United States of America, or
Hell
to make
yeah.
sure my operation is good to go. And I hate to sound like I'm dry snitching or whatever the term is going to be. I hate to sound like that, but you have to look at what's really going on around us to see to make some sense of what's going on. Because all right, so for argument's sake, say there is a shitload of crime going on in Washington D.C. Bring in the National Guard. What do you need the DEA there for? That's the
Yeah,
question I
what do
have.
you need all
What is
these?
the DEA there for? What is the FBI there for? The FBI, them dudes ain't street agents. They're not. They don't walk the
No,
streets. They don't
they're
know how
not
to handle
trained for
it.
that. No, that's
No.
not their job.
And all they're doing is patrolling. I mean, I saw the video of the dude who threw the Subway sandwich at him, and of
Man,
course
I
he got.
couldn't believe that shit, man.
Yeah, you see where they
That shit
arrested
was
him. Now
funny.
he's gonna be
Yeah,
charged with a felony. This dude's gonna sit.
yes, for
He's
throwing
gonna
a
sit
fucking
in a,
sandwich at an
he's
agent.
gonna sit in a federal prison for years for throwing that sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
What you
And
in here for,
meanwhile,
bro? This BMT got tossed at that motherfucker's
you
head.
know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, you got the January 6 folks that are probably mostly ICE agents at this point.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
all
I'm saying?
probably full blown ice now.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what, like I just want folks to pay attention because I feel like there should be more outrage going on amongst all of us
I do
because
too.
once
And
it
you,
happens in DC, what's going to stop it from happening anywhere else?
oh yeah, and what makes me, which is crazy and so contradictory of this, and this is why I honestly feel like more conservatives should be outraged over this than anybody, because normally it's the conservatives always one of their main kind of hitting points anytime elections comes is Democrats gonna try to take your guns, they're gonna
Yeah.
do martial law, come get all your shit up, do all this stuff. Conservatives stress martial law more than anybody, and
Now that it's
we're
here,
almost seeing it's clear as day what's happening right now. Because, like, to your point, you get all these outside agencies. You're just showing that, hey, I have control over all these agencies to do my bidding, do my will. I got the army that I can make do my will.
mm-hmm.
DEA, everybody, they'll do whatever I tell them to do. He's already pretty much turned the ICE into his private military. That's in
Yeah, man,
Project 2025 too.
that shit's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, that ICE is his private military. That is why
Yeah,
there's so much money there's bonuses, and we always talk about the Doge and this wasting spending. Man, if y'all don't shut the hell up, boy, y'all giving off all this money for ICE for what? Y'all just
yeah,
throwing all this damn money away, spending $200 million on some shit on the White House and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
come
man.
on, man. What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. And again, playing in our face every year um, with this stuff. So it was funny because he came in and he said it was, there's so much crime and stuff like that. And then, they put out, hey, crime is down. Then it kind of moves to, well, it's so much homeless, it's dirty, it's nasty.
Right.
Okay, again, it can be dirty and nasty. I go to DC. I'm about 3.5 hours away from it. I go up there. It's no dirtier than any other bigger city. Shit, it's cleaner than a lot of the other major cities I've been to.
Right. I hear you.
There's a lot of homeless. There is a lot of homeless, just like everywhere else. But I ain't been up there in about a year or so I can't tell you what it looks like now. But even if it is a bad homeless situation, why do you need the National Guard? Why do you need DEA and ICE? Because it looks ugly and you want to move the homeless out.
Mm.
There's no crime. There's no emergency. So this act shouldn't have been enforced to begin with because there's no real emergency here.
Mm-mm.
Because there's a bunch of homeless people and it looks dirty, that's not an emergency. Do something. Help the people out. Why are they
Right.
homeless? Let's figure that out. That's your first start. What made them homeless? What can we do to prevent other people getting homeless? Let's help these people out. Let's help prevent other people from getting homeless. and let's make sure if people do end up without a home, we have some stuff, resources to help get them back going. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
where we would want to see money going, and the resources to help. Not to, okay, let's pick up this homeless person and move them over here, make this shit bad over here. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that's. It's like when you send people to prison and you don't do anything about reform. When they get out, you just got a monster that's been locked in a cage that's really gonna come out here and fuck shit up. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? You gotta rehabilitate. That's the whole point of going. Yeah, you gotta do your time, but it's about being rehabilitated so that when you come back out into the world, you ain't a fucking menace no more.
Right.
But yeah, that the crime shit was crazy. I did look up some stats on it. So I looked up. I found a report from the Council on Criminal Justice.
Okay.
Covers from 2018 through June 2025, um, and it compares different kinds of different categories of crime in the city. So aggravated assault is down 65% from its
Good.
peak in 2021.
Okay.
Gun assault is down 61% from its peak in July 2023. Robberies down 74% from July 23.
Hmm.
Carjacking down 75 June 23. Sexual assault declined by about 80%
Goodness.
since mid 2018. Larceny down 43. And motor vehicle theft down 50. Let me see. Year to date change, just from 24 to 25. Homicide is down 11%. Sexual abuse down 50%. Assault with dangerous weapon down 20%. Robbery 29%. Violent crime as a total down 26%. Burglary 19, property crime 4%, and all crime totals down 7%. So literally every category is down. So
Damn.
there's not even a number that you can, move in your favor because everything is showing everything is down. It's just
Right.
like every major city that he called out considering this in, and just so everybody
Hmm.
knows, all those do have black mayors in
Yep.
a lot of those cities. And all those cities have crime that is reported down, which
Yeah.
is,
In Chicago.
yeah, even
Even
Chicago, which is, Chicago's crazy as a motherfucker, but
apparently they're trending in the right
yeah,
direction.
they're going in the right way, man. That's all that matters. It's crazy as
Yeah.
hell out there, but they're going. I was looking at the most dangerous places: Memphis, Tennessee, for total crime rate overall. Memphis number one, Portland, Oregon two, Detroit was three, Seattle, Washington four, and Baltimore five. Um, Let me see who's the murder capitals. Murder capitals are St. Louis, Baltimore, New Orleans, Detroit, and Cleveland.
Hmm.
And the highest in the nation, good old Jackson, Mississippi. Good old Jackson, Mississippi, man.
Mm-mm.
Uh, why are we not going there? To me,
Right.
that'd be the first stop. You know what I'm saying? There's too
Right.
much
Right.
crime
Right.
and crazy shit. Well, why the hell we not in Jackson, Mississippi? Oh,
We
I
know
know
why.
why we not. Oh yeah, it's a big conservative area. We don't need to look
Hmm.
there. They do have the highest welfare as well too. We don't need to look there though. Ain't that where what's the
Hmm.
name was stealing money too? Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, yeah, sure
Yeah,
was. Sure enough.
shit, boy,
Down there
Jackson's
in
hot,
Mississippi.
boy.
Down in Mississippi, man.
Yeah, to me, Jackson is number one. Y'all got all kinds of scandals, murder and shit, man. That's a hell. You couldn't pay me to move to damn Jackson, Mississippi.
And if
But
I'm not mistaken, they had bad water down there like Flint
oh
too.
yeah, yeah, they did have a bad water situation for sure. Oh yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah.
but that is not a place that we should be worried about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We need to worry about DC and the homeless people out there because that's an emergency. But Jackson, Mississippi, who has the poor, I believe it might be the poorest. Is Mississippi the poorest state?
It's one of them. It's down
I know
there.
it's one of them. I don't know if it's the top one or not. I don't think it's the top one, but I know it's one of the poorest states. You got some of the worst education, the worst crime, all kinds of government scandals and shit like that going on,
And he ain't paid a penny of
and
that
we're
money
not
back.
worried about searching nothing over there.
No.
It's
Mm-mm.
it's crazy, man.
It
It's
don't make
so
no sense. It don't make sense, but it does make sense.
yeah, I get it. It's just wild to me though, man. That I mean, it's wild, but it's not wild. But some of this stuff, I'm like, I get you might be a fan of Trump, you know what I'm saying? But some of this shit is just so blatant that it's just, it really just blows my mind. Like, you just got to be stupid at this point. If it's not blatant to you, that the guy's a crook and that this is a lot of shady shit going on.
Whole lot,
And
man.
we're
Whole
still in
lot.
Epstein files. Oh, and the
The what?
FBI
What are you
redacted
talking
all
about?
his name out of it.
What are the Epstein files? What are
Yeah.
those?
Never heard of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they existed until they didn't anymore. But
Yeah, shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. That shit's
it
crazy. Yeah.
it's just crazy, and it to me it really just baffles me that I don't see more conservatives mad about it because
Oh, yeah.
literally a lot of the stuff that's happening is what they said the Democrats would do, but Trump is doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like
It's crickets,
just
man. Crickets.
yeah, don't tread on me, all this shit. Hey, you getting treaded the hell on right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember, I know you mentioned it earlier, but I remember when COVID hit, the complaints and the outrage of the shutdowns was insane.
Oh yeah.
I mean, folks was screaming bloody murder over these shutdowns. And remember, the shutdowns were initiated by who? Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So folks were mad about that, but he didn't get no blame. He escaped from
He
that
ain't
scot free.
no blame for that.
But here we are in the same situation where they're basically shutting down folks, and folks don't care because it don't affect them. You know, the society has become so individualized nowadays that if it don't affect me
Mm-hmm.
personally, then
It ain't
folks just
real.
don't care. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, man, you should care because it could happen to you. It
Can
could
happen to you,
literally
your
happen to you.
family, loved
Yeah.
ones, friends.
Look at it from another angle. So we have the Trump supporters who obviously turn the blind eye to whatever Trump does, and say somebody like Gavin Newsom who has stepped up his troll game considerably here in the
Whew.
last couple of weeks. So imagine he runs for president and wins. Uh, if he becomes president, what Donald Trump is doing now will open the door for Gavin Newsom to do the exact same thing,
On the
and
other, yeah.
on the other end. And
Mm-hmm.
then folks are going to be mad about that. But then there's going to be folks that are going to be quiet about it as well. And you can't get mad at them folks when they choose to be silent and let
Mm-hmm.
Gavin do whatever he wants to do because folks are being silent right now. Because it used to drive me nuts when folks would complain about them shutdowns because it was like, where are we trying to go that we can't go? Because at the end of the day, them shutdowns were done by the summer. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you can have conversation with folks and they don't even remember how long the shutdowns were. It was like, man, when football season started, that shit was over. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Nobody
Everybody's
gave a
like, don't
fuck
fuck
about.
with my NFL season.
Yeah, soon as football started, didn't nobody give a fuck about COVID, man. That shit
Yeah,
was a
nah.
wrap, man. They packed them stadiums like it wasn't
Yeah, you
nothing.
better not keep us at this damn stadium. Shit.
So how long was we really shut down? For maybe a month at the most, a month, maybe two. But by
Mm-hmm.
summertime, shit was open. We was back all out functioning like a society. But
Yeah.
folks complain, and now here we are where they're using the police and federal government to shut down the city, and ain't nobody saying shit, man. And it just don't make no sense to me. It don't
Especially
make no
when the
sense.
numbers aren't there. They ain't, numbers don't
Yeah,
lie. That's what we
that
always say.
makes me.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, and that it goes to what you said. It's just blatant. It's
It is a
literally.
blatant lie, and it's
Yeah,
just like there's factual information. There's nothing objective about this. Stats are stats.
yeah,
These are the numbers that have been reported based on the system that y'all have always tracked these numbers. So you can't switch up and say that now it's all bullshit. No,
right.
these are the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Yeah,
you like what the numbers tell us or not, it is what it is.
yeah.
They're there. So don't come to me and say I'm doing this because of the crime. No, you're not.
No.
You know what I mean? Numbers don't
Mm-mm.
suggest that at all, my guy.
Mm-mm.
And it
No.
just takes a few clicks of, like I said, I literally just got on here, crime rate in DC. Whatever I got that from, Department of whatever, pop right up with all the information I needed.
Yeah.
Factual. You know what I'm saying? Not just
Oh
me
yeah.
picking up numbers at my ass. All factual numbers. And it's just crazy that somebody can just come to your face, lie, and you just roll with it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man. I was gonna say shit.
You don't bad at it. Who was it that got I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the numbers came out on I think there was unemployment or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
He didn't
yeah,
like the
yeah.
way the numbers looked and fired her. It's
Yeah,
like, what?
yeah,
That shit is scary to me. That kind of stuff is scary to me. When you see somebody in the authority that are just firing people that don't agree with them, or when shit doesn't go with what they're saying, that shit is scary. You know what
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying? Then
Yeah,
when you
he's getting
mix
ready.
all this shit in, that is scary, man.
Yeah, he's getting ready to get Jerome Powell out of here too at the Fed. He's getting ready to
Oh
get him out of
yeah,
here because he won't drop the
because he
Fed rate.
won't drop the rate. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get him out of here too. I'm telling you, man.
Hmm.
I used to say it back. I said it back in 2016, and I'll say it in 2025. Man, we got motherfucking Joffrey Baratheon as the
For
motherfucking
real.
president of the United States of America,
Hmm.
and I don't know how many. I'm assuming most folks out there watch the Game of Thrones, so they understand that reference. But man, I would not want to live in a kingdom under that motherfucker, man, because
Hell no.
when he just did whatever he wanted to do and nobody stopped him, man. And that's where we're at right now. And it's scary. It's scary times, but folks don't realize we're in scary times yet. Folks are
Hmm.
still chilling, acting like everything is still sweet. And it's like, man, we're 7 months in, man. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna
Hmm.
get worse. And hopefully, folks can figure out a way to scrape and survive because it's gonna get crazy.
Oh
If,
yeah.
if, if
It's
this is
gonna get
any
crazy.
if this is any indication, it's gonna get crazy. Because if he's gonna bring in federal government to police Washington D.C., which is probably already the most police city in the nation anyway.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
when you look at who is in
You
Washington
got
D.C.,
Metro Police, Capitol Police,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
It's like it's already super policed as is, and now you're
Hmm.
bringing in more. It's like, what's really going on here?
Hell yeah.
And
And
I tell you one thing, I ain't going to Washington D.C. You
hell
won't see
nah.
me up there visiting nothing.
Shit nah.
Hell no.
Well, shit, I definitely ain't going now because it just came out too that he's trying to rewrite the history in the museums to make
Yeah,
sure that
man.
they are aligning up with what his version of the history. That man,
That should
you,
let folks know that a lot of the history that we live in and that we have learned is probably not true because the winners always write the history.
they, whoo, I'm glad you said that, man. There's so much different text and stuff like that. And I'm like, you don't think somebody alters shit, you know what I'm saying, to benefit them? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's so
You
funny
see,
because we are literally living in that. People are
yeah,
banning shit that you can't read, or they're changing the way things look. They're changing what your kids learn in school, so that it fits their narrative. So
yeah,
it's
man.
like, it's not. They're gonna grow up thinking that shit is real. That's why, as parents, you gotta tell your kids what's real and what's not real.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Did you
So
see
yeah.
so you see how they got rid of PBS, right?
Hmm.
And you see they want to install the Prager
I
University.
saw that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they got a video. Prager University got a video talking about trying to teach kids that slavery wasn't as bad as folks make it out to
Oh
be.
hell yeah!
That's
Hey, Christopher
rewriting
Columbus and
history.
everything, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rewriting history. Folks need to pay attention, and hopefully, folks will say, "Hey, look, this is some bullshit right here. We need to do something about it." Now, granted, I don't expect nobody to, but that's what needs to be done to combat this bullshit. And
Nobody wants to admit they're wrong. I did think it
yeah,
was funny.
and truthfully, dealing with a president like him, the fear in standing up is shit. Your ass might end up in jail too. You stand up too much, you get
Hmm.
too loud, motherfuckers gonna come get you
You see
also.
that you lost your job is gone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Shit, he gonna get you arrested. Hell, oh yeah. He tried to get the damn Obama arrested, but it backfired because his own damn law protecting
Yeah,
president, former
yeah,
president. Oh, stupid ass.
yeah. It's like,
Uh,
man, that's the first thing I was like. He's got presidential immunity. You can't arrest him.
yeah,
Why does he have that
dumbass.
immunity?
Because
Because you
you.
brought that on the table.
You wanted to protect yourself, not knowing you helped your enemies out too, stupid
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. And
But
and,
now it's
and, and they could be doing all kinds of illegal shit, and now they're gonna get off scot free because of him.
mm-hmm.
It's all you. So everything he says about them breaking the law and doing this, that, and the other, if he is telling the truth for the first time in his life, it ain't gonna matter.
Mm-hmm.
Presidential immunity.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny you brought up Gavin Newsom because I did see him speaking today. Now, I don't care too much for Gavin Newsom.
Same here. Same
To
here. I'm
me,
not a
he's like
big
an
fan of that.
extreme leftist to me. I don't like extremes on either side of the fence.
Right, I hear you.
He's like an extreme leftist to me. California is a little bit too much for me in general. Uh, but I will say he's the only Democrat outside like Jasmine Crockett and stuff like that. But he's like,
Hmm.
you want to go toe to toe? We can go toe to toe. And he's the
Yeah,
only governor that I see, Democratic governor, I should say, with some nuts on them at least. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
Oh, y'all want to do this redistricting? Oh, that's cool. We're gonna do it in California too, and fuck y'all
Yeah.
up even more.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, we can go tit for tat. It don't matter. So I respect that. I would like to see more, not even just Democratic governors, man. I want to see more Republican governors. And one
Yeah,
thing I
because they
do want to
know.
let people know on here, I don't like MAGA. I will
Right,
never pretend like I like MAGA. I do not like the MAGA party. I don't
right,
have anything against conservatives. I have a
right.
lot of conservative ideas and thoughts and opinions as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just can't really align with any party just because it depends on what the subject is for me on which side of the fence I'm gonna lean with it. Based off experiences, shit like that. But some people do get misconstrued that you talk about Trump. They like, oh, you're talking about the conservative Republican Party, and I get it, he's a Republican, but I don't even see Trump as a Republican. I see Trump as
No.
MAGA. I just see
Yeah.
MAGA as its own thing, and
Yeah,
I
and
think
it really is, man. It's a good
it
way to say
is. And I think we need more, we need to distinguish that more because I think if we do, then you would get more conservatives that will openly come out and push back, even though we're getting a good amount of that. But I think you would see a lot more of it if there's a big line that's drawn that says, hey, he's MAGA, we're conservatives, we ain't with that shit either. Now, we don't agree with the Democrats, but we don't agree with this shit going on right here either. And that's what people will trust. That saves your party to me,
yeah.
if I'm Republican and I'm trying to be president in the future, I'm gonna be the voice person of that. I'm coming out and shit. Hey, y'all, we gotta cut all this tomfoolery out because this shit is stupid, man.
Yeah,
That,
man.
that might
Yeah,
need to be the episode title right there,
yeah.
tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. I do like that.
Yeah.
I
Oh
do like that.
man.
That will be a good one.
Because that's all this is, man. It's just a bunch of crazy nonsense. But
Yeah.
let's wrap these bad boys up. So let's take the first one. What's our wrap up for what's her name? I don't know, Kim Davis,
Kim
some
Davis.
stupid ass.
Mm-hmm.
My wrap up is it's 2025. Shut the hell up. Quit worrying about what's going on in somebody's home. It's not affecting you. These two people, I got a married gay couple that lives next door to me. I can promise you, they don't bother me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nothing
Mm-hmm.
about their marriage. They got a beautiful daughter. They good parents. They're good neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the important things.
That's all that matters. They ain't doing shit. I'm not sitting here thinking, damn, I hope my daughter don't end up being gay because she sees them over there. They gonna ruin my kids and shit like that. Uh, it's just stupid. It sounds stupid. I hate even thinking about it. It's just dumb. But
Yes.
yeah, my takeaway from that is just quit worrying about what other people are doing if it's not affecting you. And when I say affecting, really affecting you, some people think just because like, oh, my neighbors are gay, that's affecting me. No, it's not. It's not.
Right.
They're not doing anything to you. They're not blowing gay fairy dust at you or nothing like that. They
Right.
just
Right. Right.
living their lives just like you living your lives. They just
Mm-hmm.
decide to lay with somebody of the same sex. That's literally the only difference.
Yep.
But that's my takeaway
Yep.
for the Supreme Court same sex marriage overturned bullshit.
Yep. Yep. My takeaway is very similar to yours. We got to quit worrying about what other people are doing in their bedroom. If they ain't hurting nobody, then we need to just go and let it go. They're not forcing their lifestyle on you. They're not trying to turn you gay. All they're trying to do is exist, just like you and I.
Just
They're just
exist.
trying to exist, and there's nothing wrong with trying to exist. If anything, we should be more supportive of them doing, or more supportive of what they're trying to do, because they're just trying to be a family just like
Yeah.
us.
They're fighting for their rights. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it's
They're
because
human beings.
yes, yes, and if it's like I say, if you don't fight for them, there ain't nobody gonna fight for you when you need somebody to fight for you. Because we're
100%.
all gonna need somebody to fight for us at some point, whether we want to acknowledge that or not. Whether you want to
Absolutely.
sit and live in this fantasy that that America is gonna become this country that certain sect wants it to be, it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. So in that aspect, I would like to think that we could be more supportive of our LGBTQ marriage folks out here. Hopefully, it won't get overturned. I don't got a lot of faith in it just because of what we've been dealing with and what we've been watching and what we've been looking at. But hopefully, it won't get overturned. Hopefully, that the Supreme Court will do the right thing and allow gay marriages to remain as they are.
I got you. Let's see. Wrap up for the Trump federalizing the DC police. I'll just say, just a wrap up on that is everybody just go out there and one, just don't take things at face values. Literally, like I said, what I did was literally get on there and Googled. I literally Googled the crime stats. You can find a legitimate website pretty easy with actual government documents, things like that, federal reports, stuff like that. And there's a bunch of fake bullshit out there, but it's pretty easy to find a legitimate site. So go out there, do your research, and once you see somebody just lied to your face and keeps it going, you got to remember that and hold on to it. Whether you voted for this person, you strongly, aligned with this party or whatever, you got to know when to separate yourself and when to call bullshit bullshit. Um, so my thing
Mm-hmm.
is, don't preach about all this. We want the government out of our lives, and the don't tread on me shit. And then once the government's getting too involved with our shit, you just sit back and don't say nothing. Don't be that
Mm-hmm.
person. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be about something, be about something. But just really, really be about it. Don't just be a talker. 'Cause
Right,
talkers
right,
get you
right.
nowhere. But that's my wrap up on that. What you got, man?
I want to go back to what I was saying a little bit, or what I was saying a little while ago. To the people out there who didn't like the shutdowns, who were against the shutdowns, I want to hear y'all loud and proud right now. I want to hear y'all speaking out against this because, again, he's starting in Washington D.C. It's probably going to end up in other cities somewhere else. We don't know where,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know when, but he's going to attempt that, and he's figuring out what he can and can't get away with right now with Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is the guinea pig. They are
Mm-hmm.
the first experiment. They are first on deck. Whatever he can get away with in D.C., he's going to try to get away with everywhere else, and hopefully, folks will stand against it because, again, if it happens to them, it can happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind going forward. You know what I'm saying? All my Second Amendment folks, I want to see y'all stand up against the tyrannical
Hell
government,
yeah.
like y'all always said y'all were going to do when they come try to take your guns. Well, if they're not taking guns yet, it's just a matter of time before they start trying to do that. And who they take the guns away from, we shall find out going forward. But a lot of the writings on the wall, man, folks got to use their
Mm-hmm.
critical thinking skills and start putting two and two together because it's not going to stop here.
Oh yeah.
Don't think that it will.
Last thing to add, keep that Epstein list trending, baby. Keep it going. Don't let
Yeah,
that
man.
shit go. We can't let that one slip. That's what they want, is for us to forget about it and move on.
Mhm.
We ain't gonna let that shit happen. So
We
I'm gonna say it
can't.
every time on this damn podcast. At least I'll do my job and say here on the podcast, release the damn Epstein files. Uh,
We start to show it that every week. They release the
yep.
files yet?
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go wrap things up with our real talker clickbait.
All right. Now, this should be a fun one, a little
This
bit
is a good
anyway.
one,
A little bit
and
lighter than what we've been discussing.
oh yeah, y'all know what it is. Shedeur Sanders. Y'all seen it. We all saw how great he played. I got some controversy on that. Well, I got something I want to ask you to see if it's a controversy, if you think it is. But
All
we saw
right.
how good he was,
Mm-hmm.
and it shocked a lot of people. Like, damn, they was like, how did he drop? You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
was it? What happened?
What the
Uh,
hell did he say in them interviews, man? I gotta know, man.
what the hell? Like,
I gotta
it's
know.
it's he showed he balled out. I forgot who was it. Adam Schefter said that looks like an NFL quarterback to me. Um, I thought it was. I didn't get to watch the full game live, but watching the replays and shit, I'm like, this is good. So, real talker
Mm-hmm.
clickbait. Is Shedeur, is he gonna be like that, or was it a fluke game, or what? So, how you feeling about this, man? What's your thoughts on it? What do you think
Look,
happened first of all?
man. So that's a tough one because in the moment, in the moment when the draft was going on and he started to slide, all I could think was they're trying to send a message.
Oh yeah,
They're trying to send a message to him. I don't know what the message is. I don't know what their beef is with him. I don't know if it has to do with Dion.
I
I don't know
thought
if
the
it has to
message was
do with
more about his daddy saying, "Hey, shut up, boy." You know
yeah.
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, there's definitely they definitely were sending a message
Mm-hmm.
because one thing I've always said, and I've been saying, I know you've heard me say it a couple times this past week. What the hell did he say in them interviews?
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time believing he said anything too crazy out of the way in those interviews. And the only reason I say that is because we know the NFL and we know the NFL very well. And if his interviews were as bad as they say they were, we would have had the transcript by now. You know what I'm saying? They would have leaked that shit and said, look,
Oh yeah.
he ain't shit. He ain't going to be shit. And this is why he ain't
And
shit.
this is the
They
proof. Because they want to
ain't,
clear it quick. Like, ain't no
yeah,
bias out of us. This is the bullshit we got. Here it is. So y'all don't think
yeah.
we capping.
Yeah, first thing they said, but here's your boy. This is what your
Mm-hmm.
boy's in here doing. And they ain't shown none of that. We ain't seen a video. We ain't seen nothing. No questions asked. We ain't seen nothing of any proof that he acted an ass in those interviews. But all they had to do was come out and say he acted an ass in the interviews, and folks took that shit and ran. So that's part of what I got to start off with. The other part is, why was it the only team that seemed to want to draft him was the Cleveland Browns? And at the same time, they act like they didn't even want to draft him. They act like somebody called them up and said, "Hey, look,
That's what it felt like.
we're gonna cancel your whole franchise if y'all don't draft him right now." It's like, what's really going on there?
Because they had too many damn quarterbacks to begin with. I'm like, what the hell they drafting so many damn quarterbacks?
Right, and now they got five. But they got five quarterbacks. It's like,
Four of them hurt.
yeah, yeah, including Shedeur. He got
Yeah,
hurt the other day.
he did.
Like, man, shit. It's like, what's
Mm-hmm.
really going on up there in Cleveland? You know, you got one quarterback that can't walk. You got three quarterbacks that just ain't no good, and then you got Shedeur.
Yeah,
But
it's interesting.
yeah, it really is. And as far as real talk or clickbait, I don't want to overreact. I don't want to overreact and say he's gonna be. I don't want to. I don't want to act like he's gonna be a superstar based on what we saw last week.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say that he played better than I thought he would, and he played better than I expected. But my expectations were based off of what we've been hearing and what the news has been reporting and what the people in the news have been what they've been saying. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you try to get information on what is going on in Cleveland camps, it's very rarely will you find somebody who has something positive to say about how he's playing
Oh
or
yeah.
or what's been going on. You know, they talked about how he wasn't even getting reps with players, that he was throwing to equipment managers and shit like that. And it's
Yeah.
like, how you and folks were, I saw a lot of commentary on folks saying, you know, well, how's he being set up to fail if he's being allowed to start the first game of the preseason? It's like, well, he's being set up to fail if he's not playing with the players. If
I'm
he's throwing
glad
the
you brought
ball,
that out though.
yeah, if he's throwing the ball, if he's throwing passes to the water boy, and then you put him out in a game to throw to number one and number two receivers, you wouldn't expect him to be successful in that situation. But he overcame and showed it don't matter who you got out there. I'm gonna hit him like I'm supposed to hit him. So I was glad to see that. The other thing I was glad to see was Black Twitter, man. When I say Black Twitter was celebrating every pass this man
Oh yeah.
completed, Black Twitter was
People
having
was
a
hype.
ball. It was like a family reunion on there, man. We were
Mm-hmm.
all happy to see Shedeur succeeding when no one expected him to succeed.
Oh
So
yeah.
in that aspect, I was really happy to see all that. And he did good. And again, I don't want to overreact, but this is a great first step in his development in becoming an NFL quarterback. And if he becomes a superstar, and they say he's got that it factor to him. So it's always possible. We don't know what's going to happen. You know, Tom Brady was drafted in the sixth round, and we saw what happened with Tom Brady. And
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
saying Shedeur is going to be Tom Brady, but what I'm saying is just because he was drafted in the fifth round and just because he was shit on during the draft does not mean he won't be a successful quarterback in the
Oh, for
NFL.
sure.
And hopefully, I feel like he's going to be a successful quarterback in the NFL. And I was just glad to see him get off to a good start. I really
Oh
was.
yeah. And I'm glad you said, because you kind of answered the question I was going to ask you too, because there has been a lot of controversy over that on him starting in that preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
The first preseason game, fourth string. I don't know. I didn't really think they was going to start him, but I'm like, it's kind of weird. I was like, why are they starting him? You know, but then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe the other guys are injured, and I don't know injuries and all that. That's why I'm like, I can't say too much because I don't know all the facts on it. But I did hear some. There's been some controversies going on saying that he was set up for that game to go out there and fail, and for everybody to be able to see, hey, this is your guy y'all keep was crying and shit about. He's out
Mm-hmm.
here looking ass. Y'all can shut the hell up now. and that's
Right.
what they wanted. But that's not what they got from
Mm-mm.
the good brother Sanders. So I'm glad he went out there, silenced, the haters, just, had a good attitude about it.
Yeah, he really did.
I thought I respected him. I respected him even in the draft, man, how he handled it, man. I mean, he handled it better than most, you know what I'm saying? And just
Right.
because he's a young, confident boy, he used to piss me off with his cockiness. With them saying that he's cocky, I'm like, he's confident. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
I would want from my quarterback to begin with. I want a guy that has confidence in himself, especially a younger guy. It means I might be
Right.
able to get you in and get going right out the gate. Because
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're not all timid and shit. You got the confidence that I want. But I did hear that about him not getting any reps with any first team reps, anything like that. And I thought what was beyond crazy was that after preseason, he still stayed at number 4 on
Yeah.
their depth chart. I'm like, Jesus, what do y'all need to see from the guy? You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
What's the other guy they drafted before him?
Dylan Gabriel.
Man, that bum. That man, come on now.
Like we will probably never see Dylan Gabriel play NFL football for real. Not for
Come
real.
on.
He's gonna
Unless
be
somebody gets hurt and he's in
yeah.
temporarily.
He's gonna be a permanent backup in the
Oh,
NFL
100%.
at best.
Yes.
No team is gonna draft no team is gonna play Dylan Gabriel, especially when Shedeur is out playing that man. No, Dylan Gabriel, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying. He's probably gonna make good money as a backup in the NFL, but that's literally gonna be his
That's
ceiling.
his ceiling. Yep, that's his ceiling right there. And I was looking forward because I know Shedeur was supposed to start again, but he got hurt. So I was looking
Yeah,
forward. I was gonna try to sit there and watch that game.
I was too.
But I think a lot of people, and I'll say even for me, a lot of people had some kind of negative thoughts. I'm not gonna say about him. Well, they tie it to him, but I think it's more because of his dad,
Yeah.
and they don't like the way he talks. Like it rubbed me the wrong way when they retired his jersey in Colorado. I'm like, "Nah, come on now. Now I'm like that was like, all right, motherfuckers,
Yeah.
yeah, you're doing too goddamn much. You went way too far with some shit.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, go ahead. That's
Yeah.
that's a generational talent.
Right.
But Shedeur Sanders, come on
He at
now.
least won the Heisman.
Yeah, I get it. Travis Hunter all day long. I said, y'all retired Shedeur Sanders jersey. I said, what do you think people gonna say about his ass now? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I
Right. Oh,
think
yeah.
more than anything, and I think Dion did end up coming out and saying that he feels like a lot of it was on him. I think a lot of it was on Dion because he came out a little bit too much talking about thinking he was gonna do like Eli. Well, my son ain't
Yeah.
going here and shit. Like, chill, bro. Your
Yeah.
son is good, but he's not. He wasn't to me. He wasn't a first round draft pick anyway. I didn't see Shedeur
Right.
as a first round pick. I saw him as a second round, maybe third. I didn't see
Mm-mm.
him as a first round QB. Just being
See,
honest.
I saw him in his first round, but that's only because what I was led to believe by, the Adam Schefters,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mel
shoot,
Kiper.
yeah, Mel Kiper. I was drawing a blank.
Mel
Mel
Kiper.
Kiper,
Love that boy.
man, the Mel Kiper memes last week were on point, man. They were funny.
I did see that.
Yeah, the Mel
Mel
Kiper
Kiper
memes
was
were on
hyping. I told y'all.
point. Those were great. So
Hmm.
but I thought he was first round based on that, based on what I knew. I thought he was the best quarterback in the draft. So I was
Drinking the
literally
Kool
shocked.
Aid.
I was really shocked. Well, I drank the Kool Aid, but I was shocked he fell the way he fell,
Hmm.
and that surprised me. And that's why I felt like there was funny business going on because it normally don't matter in the NFL. You can kill somebody if you good, they still gonna take you.
Oh,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? You know what I'm saying? We've had many killers in the NFL. And we've had some win Super Bowl MVP after killing somebody.
Hmm.
So it's if you're good, it don't matter what you do. So
They'll turn a
I was
blind
kind of
eye, but
surprised to see his attitude or Dion's attitude, especially when we all know Dion. We've known Dion for years. You know what I'm
it's like, what
saying?
y'all expect? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
Dion.
it's no surprise at all. So
That's
and it's
why
like
he's Dion.
you are not gonna humble Dion. You're not gonna humble
No,
anybody in the
nobody's
same
gonna
step.
humble Dion.
You can
No,
try it all you want to. You know what I'm saying? And to their credit, the Sanders family handled the draft a whole lot better than I expected them to.
I
You know,
did too.
I expected them to come out kicking and screaming, saying this is some bullshit. This,
I
that, and
thought
other.
Dion was about this some bullshit. Dion took accountability.
Yeah, yeah. So it was good to see on their part, but at the same time, he shouldn't have had to. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
you know, football players never get punished like this.
No.
Not for being too cocky. Since when do we care about a football player being too cocky? You know what I'm saying? Tom
Mm-hmm.
Brady's out here. Granted, Tom Brady's done what Tom Brady's done, but Tom Brady's cocky as hell, man. I mean, you got a guy who's at his jersey retire or getting a statue, and he's still talking shit to the Jets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's cocky, and we love that shit. We love it when some
Love it.
folks do it, but when other folks do it, it's a problem. I ain't never
Yep.
understood that, but
No. And I'll say the only reason I didn't think Shedeur was a top round pick at QB is just because he can't run. He ain't got running legs. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that's his only. I ain't gonna say his only flaw, but that's his biggest flaw. Is he's not a big mobile QB, which
yeah,
is the style of NFL quarterbacks nowadays.
yeah,
Is
it
you
really
got to
is,
have
man.
an arm, but you better have some good legs with you now. If
Yeah,
you think
man.
about it, all the top QBs got to have legs, and that's why a lot of the older ones have gotten kind of taken out of
Hmm.
here now because they don't have it no
No,
more. That's
man, no.
it's just a different style of the game now. So
It
you got
really
to
is.
have some legs. So
Even
that's why I didn't
quarterbacks
see him
like
as a
Joe
first
Burrow can
round.
run the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's literally the only reason why I was like, Shadir's got a good arm. You know, he can definitely sling that ball. But
Yeah,
I was like, he don't have legs. I know what a lot of people want is somebody that's going to be good and mobile. So I'm like second, third round. You know what I'm saying? I thought we would take him second round, to be honest with you. Then when we didn't, and we didn't really draft anybody, I was like, well, fuck. Guess we get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I kind of sealed the deal. And then they come out here recently. Tom did an interview like, yeah, we knew he was coming before the
yeah,
draft. We
yeah,
already
yeah.
knew he was coming.
I saw that too. I saw that too.
I'm like, fuck you, dog. Don't get me started, man. I am pissed at the
Oh,
Steelers again, man.
I hear you, man.
I've
I hear
been
you.
back in good graces, and then fucking Cam Hayward came out and
I
just
saw
pissed
that
in my
too.
Cheerios. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
we gave you a goddamn deal last year, and now you
Yeah,
want to come in here and cry? I said, and then he had the nerve to tell Aaron Rodgers, you either want to be a Steeler or you don't. And then your ass is in here talking about you gonna sit out during the season because you didn't get a
yeah.
deal, even though we gave
Like
you a
that.
deal last year.
Yeah, I was like, I saw that. I was like, I can't recall a moment where somebody got a deal like he did, and
And then the
immediately you
very
want to
next
sit
year,
out.
turn around, want a new
Yeah,
deal because you had
that's
a good season.
and ain't he like 30? So ain't he in his 30s?
36.
He's 36.
I believe he's 36 years old.
Goodness gracious! Come on,
And
man.
I was talking to my cousin. I'm like, shit, he owes us money because we drafted his damn weak ass brother. Shit. His brother sorry as hell and we paying him. Shit, you owe us money for that motherfucker, boy. Shit, we only got here because of you. Got a respect for you, and you gonna cry
Yeah.
about this shit, man. You and his ass need to go, man. And I love Cam Hayward with a passion. He's a dog. I loved him last year. I was like, damn, where the hell did he get this second win from? But
Right.
man, that shit is clown shit to me. So that should reset me all over again. But I'm
Yeah.
ready for football. Even though all
I
that
am too,
said,
man.
I'm ready for football.
I am
I'm
too.
tired of I hate the off season shit like that. Get all that bullshit out the way because I love season kicks off. We all about fucking fighting and winning. That's all it
Yeah,
is. I
man.
want you to fight and win.
Yep.
All right, so wrapping this up, what do you say, Shedeur? Is he real talk or is he clickbait?
I'm gonna say he's real talk, man. I'm gonna say he's real talk. He showed me something last week. He had he could have gone out there and anything could have happened, and best case scenario happened. So I'm happy for him, and it shows that he does have the moxie that it's going to take for
Mm-hmm.
him to succeed at the quarterback position. So I'm gonna say Shedeur Sanders, real talk.
Oh man, um, this one's hard for me. I
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I don't think he's clickbait because he's proven it. He's gone out and proven that hey, I can do this. Now I understand it's preseason, but it's
Hmm.
still gone out because think about how many people came out there during preseason and was ass. You know what
Hmm.
I mean?
Oh yeah,
So
and to add to that real quick, if he'd have been ass, then folks would be dancing on his grave right
oh
now.
yeah, they would have
So
pulled him.
yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. So it worked out completely in his favor that he
Oh
did
yeah,
good because folks can say, "Well, it's just preseason, all they want to." Yeah, well, if he sucked in the preseason, y'all have
y'all
been
would have
ready to ship
fucking
that
hung
son of a
him.
bitch out of
Oh
here.
yeah,
So,
yeah, because there was QBs that sucked in the preseason. So I can't
many.
say he's clickbait. I can't commit to real talk after one preseason game.
I understand
Uh,
that.
so I'm in the limbo. I think I'll say this. I think he will be real talk, and that's not to say I think he's gonna be the next big star quarterback, but I think he will be a good quarterback. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
right.
think he'll be better than some of these other quarterbacks. I think he can be a solid backup quarterback somewhere, especially right now. And
Mm-hmm.
then over time, if he gets the reps in, I guess he got to get the reps in, man. We got to see him,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
with first string. Let me see what he can do with like some real talent out there, man. Like give him some
Mm-hmm.
weapons and what can he do. Um, so once I see that, man, hey, but I got faith. That right there said, okay, a lot of these people were wrong. Um, Either misjudged or they was just hating on his ass. One, but a lot of people were wrong on him.
Mm-hmm.
Humble guy went out there, played a hell of a game, man. I mean,
Yeah.
played a hell of a game. What we say earlier, the numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie.
Played smart, made smart moves. Is what you want from your quarterback. And what I like is that he seized his opportunity. And I'll always have
There you go.
respect for him for that because despite all this shit, you was hyped and people was prank calling you and you dropped down to the end of the draft and all this shit. And now you got
Mhm.
fucking 5 quarterbacks you competing with, and they done moved you at the bottom of the list. And you come out here still with a good mindset, attitude. You didn't let it affect your mental. And you went out there and played your fucking game. I respect the shit out of that. And to me, any organization should be looking at and saying, that is the kind of QB I want. He's resilient. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He just gave you a prime example. He's resilient. And I always say, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Maya Angelou,
Mm-hmm.
he showed us who he is, who he can be. Believe
Mm-hmm.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? Take that.
Yep.
Okay, there is potential. So I would say it's real talk that there's potential there that
Right. Right. Right.
people were wrong on. So I'll leave it on that
Right.
one. But
And before we go,
mhm.
for the folks out there listening, this is not me saying he's going to be the starter by week 3 of this year. I don't expect him to start any games this year unless Cleveland Browns. Well, I say unless I don't expect him to start any games until the Cleveland Browns get eliminated from playoff contention. So maybe by week 11, maybe week 12, he might get a spot starting here, or we might get a chance to see what he can do. But to be completely honest, I don't expect to see him at all, if any, this year on the football field. Not as a starter, anyway.
Yeah, I don't see him as a starter.
Unless they just have a bunch of injuries and don't have a choice but to play him, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if he plays much this year, but I don't think that's going to have any bearing on his future.
To me, and I could be completely wrong. Uh, I feel like Shedeur will end up on a different team.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't see him staying on the Browns the whole year, especially where they have so many quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I don't think like you kind of said earlier. Why did they draft him? I don't think they really. It just was weird how they drafted him. So I don't think they have
Mhm.
any intention of really keeping him. That's why they brought in my dog Snoop.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tyler Huntley, I think
Tyler
his
Huntley,
name is.
yeah.
Yeah, they brought him in.
And
Um,
Deshaun Watson's going to be healthy at some point. They got too much money invested in him to just cut
yeah,
bait. Now, granted, he's probably only got one more chance, but I see him getting that opportunity to still go out and prove that he can play football. So
you got to when you
they just
paying them
got a
that
whole
much,
lot
you ain't got
going
no
on up there.
choice.
Yeah,
I
they got a whole lot
think
going on
what
up
they
there.
do, and it's just from being a Steelers fan, playing them and knowing their organization, they're stupid. I think they're gonna go with Kenny Pickett as they starting quarterback.
That'd be
Yeah,
bad. I think it's going to be Flacco.
Flacco.
Yeah, I think I'll start off with Flacco.
It's a
I think they'll
possibility.
start
Well, it
off with
depends on injuries. It depends on
that too.
injuries.
That too.
I think healthy. I could see Flacco. He kind of fell off a little bit. He had his comeback year, where it's like that shit's gone. That all
Yeah,
that second
man.
wind is out of there.
Yeah, Kenny
Uh,
Pickett is bad though, man. He's
Kenny
awful.
Pickett is bad, and it's like how many times do we need to see him be bad somewhere, man?
Yeah, and I know you
Uh,
know more than anybody how bad
oh
he is. That
godly,
motherfucker sucks.
godly. I'll tell you one of the worst takes I've ever had as a Steelers fan, and I will openly admit this. I even went
Oh,
back to the
yeah.
person I said it to, and I was like, "This is the worst take I ever said." I remember watching this. Why I don't take preseason games well anymore. I don't take
Right.
them too serious. Kenny Pickett in preseason was fucking beautiful. I mean, fucking beautiful. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, this is it. I remember telling somebody, I said, Kenny Pickett and Pickens are going to be the next Big Ben and AB.
Mm.
And ain't neither one of them motherfuckers on the team now.
No, man.
Ain't
No.
neither one of them on the team. I hate Kenny Pickett. He's ass. He didn't live up to any kind of hype. Pickens is a dog. He's good, but the motherfucker's a lunatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I'm, I'm
That's
I'm
most
curious
wide
to see
receivers
how he
are.
does. Yeah, it is true. I wonder how he turns out. What's the best for him? But
It's gonna be interesting to see how he turns out down there.
yeah, he got him. He got a quarterback.
Yeah.
He got a good quarterback. He's
He's on
got
my
other
fantasy
wide
radar.
receivers.
Yeah, he's
Hmm
on my fantasy radar. I'm definitely looking to see where I can get George Pickens that late in the draft.
I can, out of respect for my Steelers, I ain't drafting Pickens' ass. He's talking
Hey, I
shit
hear you,
too.
man. I ain't mad at that.
Uh,
I ain't mad at that.
I, Now, if it's sitting there, it's just like one of them opportunities. It's like, look, I'd be stupid as hell to pass this up. And
Yeah,
then,
man. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He's sitting there around 7, round 8. You're gonna have to
yeah,
trip
come on,
him,
man.
man.
I'm in money
Yeah,
leagues, man. I ain't gonna fuck
yeah,
around my
man.
money off of pride and shit. So,
Yeah, shit, yeah.
yeah, but if it's something I like I can't pass up, I'm gonna get him. But otherwise, nah. But
Right.
yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm excited. Let's see what's in the future for Shedeur
Yeah.
Sanders. His brother did pretty decent too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His brother seems to be doing all right down in Tampa.
I
Be,
like him.
yeah, oh yeah. It'd be interesting to see how that pans out. Think he'll be
Oh
all
yeah.
right. Hope so, anyway.
Yep. Yes, sir. But as always, you've been listening to the Clearly Confused podcast. We're like your group chat, but with better audio. And remember, if you're still confused, holler at us on social media. We'll help you get it cleared up.
Yes, sir.
We'll catch y'all later. Peace out.
Peace.